The agent in a DACX Contact Center system works from this screen. During normal operations, the agent will set himself ready to receive calls using this button. Clicking the button again sets the agent's status back to not ready. To go to the in-call screen, we will use a manual dial. We enter the number to dial and click on the manual dial button. The agent receives the call on his phone. Depending upon whether the call goes through, we enter the in-call screen. Here we can perform various operations on the call, such as putting it on hold, transferring the call, or starting a conference. We may start the conference with an external phone number or another user of the system. When the call ends, the agent is given time to dispose the call. The agent may submit one of the quick dispositions on the right or go ahead and do a complete disposition. If the disposition is a callback, the callback time may be specified in the customer time zone, in the local time zone, or after a specified amount of time. The agent also has the facility to go through his or her voice logs. Voice logs of a certain time period can be listed simply by selecting the start time, the end time, and clicking the search button. This screen shows the operations view as seen by the supervisor of an outbound campaign. The highlighted panel shows us the agents currently active in the campaign and their current status. The panel on the right shows us the status of all calls currently active in the system. Now let's take a look at the campaign summary panel on the lower right corner of the screen. The Recent Calls tab shows the status of the last 100 calls dialed by the dialer. The Minutes Info panel gives us diagnostic information on the calls made by the dialer. This includes the answer-seizure ratio, which is a percentage measure of successful attempts by the dialer, as well as the failure causes table, which shows us the reason for failed attempts broken down according to frequency. The Call Summary panel tells us about active calls, and the Numbers tab gives us the status of all numbers currently present in the campaign. The dialing screen is where we set the configuration parameters of the predictive dialer algorithm. These include how long an agent should wait between calls and what is the maximum allowable call drop ratio. Other parameters like the average time taken to set up each call and handle each call are also set here. These parameters are automatically adjusted by the dialer during runtime according to performance of agents. And finally, the Minutes configuration screen is where we configure various parameters for the telephony provider service. The DACX Contact Center Suite has the feature of making it possible to configure different minutes for the predictive dial process and for the manually dial process. This allows the usage of more reliable minutes for the more important manual dials. DACX Reports makes it a breeze to track the efficiency of the call center resources and agents. There are 189 standard reports provided by the system. Generating a report is as simple as selecting a report type, setting the various report parameters required, and submitting the generate request to get the report. Other report types include the agent disposition and productivity reports, and any requirement for a custom report can be developed by the DACX team on an average in 20 minutes. The DACX IVR designer makes designing an IVR for the DACX system literally child's play. Designing an IVR is as simple as selecting the action to perform, placing it on the canvas, doing the same for the action to follow, and simply connecting them together. Using these simple steps, hugely complex IVRs, which perform a multitude of jobs, can be built.